Tank Davis is going to be the heavyweight champion, no doubt, but Shakur Stevenson is going to be the best fighter at 135 pounds. Floyd Mayweather recently made public criticism of Davis. In addition, Mayweather will return to the ring this summer to face John Gotti III, the grandson of the late, notorious mob boss. In addition to the poster for the fight, Floyd said on Instagram, "Unfinished business, August 24. Mayweather thinks it would be impossible to miss his fight with Gotti III in Mexico City." The 47-year-old's first fight with Gotti III ended in chaos in June 2023 when a riot broke out as fans flocked the arena. The battle has been rescheduled for August 24 in Mexico, instead of Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas. Furthermore, Floyd recently commented on the Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson bout. He held back in criticizing the fight at first. The 5-weight world champion complimented the YouTuber for his creative strategy and even stood up for Paul and Tyson. Floyd remarked, "It's kind of cool what he's doing to Mike Tyson. I can't criticize his hustle if he can keep robbing people and they match him exactly the way they match him." With Tyson's stomach ailment forcing him to reschedule the bout for 4 months, Paul's marketing work has been outstanding. Speaking about his tactics before to a previous battle, the influencer urged professional boxers to actively market themselves in order to reap comparable financial rewards. "We live in a different digital age and a different boxing world now," he declared. "Generally speaking, it is now the fighter's duty to advertise themselves. When they understand that they must work and create YouTube videos and TikTok posts in between training sessions, rather than idly lounging about on the weekends and playing video games." Conversely, Mayweather is hailed for his unmatched defensive ability and is the most accurate puncher of the CompuBox era. The repeated world champion played many outstanding opponents, and he feels that excellence requires great opponents. Mayweather speaks of none other than his opponent in the fight for greatness, Manny Pacquiao, when he describes the most formidable opponent he has ever faced. While speaking on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, he went into further detail about this. "I think Manny Pacquiao was the best fighter I've ever faced," he declared. "It's as a result of his movements, he is an incredible fighter. I understand why he is entering the Hall of Fame and why he has won so many fights. He only uses specific motions. This won't come as a surprise to fans because the Filipino phenomenon will go down as one of the greatest boxers of all time." Pacquiao won 13 world titles, successfully defended his championship 10 times, and reigned supreme in an astounding 8 weight classes. These incredible accomplishments have not been matched by any other fighter. Most people agree that Pacquiao was past his prime when he faced Mayweather in 2015. This made things even more frustrating since, had the fight happened when it was first suggested in 2009, it would have been historic. The fight's standout moment was the American fighter's painstakingly refined defense, which helped him win by unanimous decision in Las Vegas. Floyd, meantime, recently discussed the finest fighters of the modern age. Owing to his position, he has a wealth of knowledge on the matter, and Boxing Maine recently asked him to weigh in on who the current pound-for-pound champion is. He indicated a few names that, in his opinion, are close to the top. "In your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world right now?" "I did talk about Terence Crawford, okay?" Floyd shot back. "Yeah, but what are we rating these fighters on?" Floyd Mayweather's test of vision. "From my perspective, Tank treated Gamboa in the same way Terence Crawford did. Thus, it is now necessary for you to Gamboa was considerably younger at the time. But hey, what do you know? Because Terence Crawford is a far stronger boxer than Gervonta, there is a difference." Floyd also stated that Tank Davis might be ranked in the top 10 fighters for pound, highlighting the fact that Davis ought to be anywhere in that list. In addition, he praised Canelo for his incredible accomplishment of winning the champion after upping to light heavyweight, something Floyd hadn't expected. Canelo would succeed, but in the end, Floyd ranked Terence Crawford as the best boxer available at the time, ranking him first on his pound-for-pound ranking. Tank can be ranked among the top 10 in pound-a-pound. He must be in the pound-a-pound division, and Canelo accomplished an incredible feat by moving up to light heavyweight and winning the title. I never would have imagined him moving up that heavy, but he did it. Therefore, I have to rank Terence Crawford first as of right now. Crawford hasn't fought since easily defeating Errol Spence Jr. in July of last year. That win has given him the 4 major welterweight titles that he currently possesses. In the upcoming fight on August 3rd, he intends to give 154 pounds a shot. At the new weight, Israel Mo will be his opponent. There is a great desire among fans to see him fight Saul Canelo Alvarez if he comes through that gauntlet. Even though the weight difference between these two titans might be a major barrier, it is still a possible way for him to establish himself as the unchallenged pound-for-pound champion. We are aware that Gervonta Davis decisively defeated Frank Martin via knockout in the 8th round, solidifying his place in boxing history. After a year-long break, several commentators had questioned his form, but this dominant performance allayed their fears. With no signs of wanting to go up in weight, Davis seems unwavering in his dedication to the lightweight class. His immediate goals probably involve trying to unify titles at 135 pounds with the ultimate goal of being the indisputable champion. Among the 3 champions still standing in his weight class, Dennis Barrick, Shakur Stevenson, and Vasyl Lomachenko. Regarding possible rivals for Tank, one name keeps coming up: Vasyl Lomachenko, the renowned boxer and 2-time Olympic gold medalist. As the fight is still in the negotiating stages, fans passionately conjecture about what might happen. Will Lomachenko give in to Davis's unrelenting assault, like so many others have done before him, or can the Ukrainian master perform admirably and end his remarkable career with a historic win? In the midst of these reflections, advice from people who have fought alongside both heroes proves invaluable. Fight Hype recently took advantage of the opportunity to speak with Gervonta Davis's sparring partner, Robert Merriweather III, who had a distinct viewpoint on the subject. Merriweather was asked by the journalist, "So they're talking about Gervonta versus Lomachenko? You've definitely sparred with Tank in the ring. Is the battle with Lomachenko tougher?" He freely acknowledged Vasyl Lomachenko's formidable fighting abilities. Though Gervonta Davis has faced tough opponents in the past, Merriweather surmised that Davis could be able to overcome them due to his resilience. Still, he didn't waver in his prediction that Davis would win. What led him to this conclusion? Robert Merriweather said, "I mean, there's a lot of things that you still haven't seen." He went on, "Davis has an IQ. It's not like people notice his IQ. In the ring, he's not going to go out there and throw everything, and it's not just a power punch. That isn't how it is. He positions himself for success, is swift, and knows when and where to throw. Because he moves quickly, the Baltimore native seems ready to win." The 19-year-old rising star has doubts, though. He feels that, in contrast to his last fight with Frank Martin, his next matchup with Lomachenko might go beyond convention. This mistrust is a result of Davis's track record as a slow starter who might ease into the first few rounds. Merriweather adds to the problem by pointing out that the Matrix uses a like tactic in his battles. "So we'll see when the opportunity arises," he said. For many observers, the Davis-Loma combination is undoubtedly poised for a big payday. When it comes to Gervonta Davis, it brings back memories of the famous 1982 match between the renowned Alexis Arguello and Aaron the Eagle. His strength and dominance are what really stand out, as seen by his remarkable record of ending approximately 93% of his fights by knockout. He has made a name for himself in the ring as a formidable opponent. On the other side is a seasoned 36-year-old veteran who has won 12 knockouts but is better recognized for his strategic abilities. While this crafty Ukrainian may have a stronger amateur record, Davis is unmatched in the spotlight and big money of professional boxing. Stephen A. Smith recently explained the distinction by saying, Lomachenko is a brilliant tactician and a brilliant boxer whose footwork is magnificent, very experienced, etc., etc. My problem with Lomachenko is that I'm not sure if he can stop Gervonta Davis. If he can, we'll essentially be watching the fight to see if Lomachenko can outbox Gervonta or survive. In other words, Loma might be able to prolong the fight by dodging ropes and traps.